Okay, I'm back here at Weymouth, in Weymouth at Imagine Books again, and I'm talking to Tim Laycock, who recently published a book called Dorset Folk Tales. Tim Laycock is a professional musician, storyteller and actor who lives in Dorset and who's been working with traditional folk tales, stories and songs for over 35 years. He's performed at the National Theatre and with the Taffy Thomas Magic Lantern Travelling Show. He's leader of the new Scorpion Band and has his own websites, which we will talk about as the interview goes on. So Tim, how long did it take you to write the book?
Well, I guess it took me best part of 18 months, but the book does contain stories that I've been telling for a very long time, so I wouldn't have been able to write the book if I hadn't actually been listening to stories from Dorset, really over a period of 35 years. So some of the stories go back to the north part of Dorset where I grew up, and others are from the south. We're down near Dorchester now, Dorchester Weymouth area, quite a lot from the coast as well.
What kind of subjects do the stories cover? You know, mysticism, magic?
There's a certain amount of magic in there, yes. Quite a lot of them, I guess, are really to do with country life, with agriculture,
right,
with the sea and fishing. So I guess a lot of the stories really are set in the 18th, 19th, early 20th century.
Yeah.
Very often they're stories that have been passed on to me orally by people who had the stories in their family. And quite often also there's stories to do with particular places. So, you know, there are a lot of stories from the Shaftesbury area, for example. There are quite a few from Sturmston Newton and quite a lot from Bridport. And here we are in Weymouth, and sure enough there are several from Weymouth and from Portland.
Right. What kind of age group do you think the book will interest? Have you got any ideas, sort of?
I would say that this book isn't particularly a children's book. It's not for small children anyway. That's not to say, you know, that's not because there's anything inappropriate in it. It's just that they're more, I would think, stories that would appeal to probably people above the age of 9 or 10, I would think. And also I think particularly people who have an interest in the county of Dorset.
Right. Have you had any international sales at all yet?
Yes. There's
good,
a few have flown overseas already.
Good.
But it's quite early days for that, really.
Sure.
But no, it's selling very well. It's an unusual experience for me because, as you mentioned earlier, I'm a musician as well, and mostly so far I've recorded CDs of traditional music, and with my band, the new Scorpion Band, we make CDs as well, and again it's folk songs, folk dance tunes, that kind of thing. So actually, you know, having a book like this is in my hand with my name on it is a new experience.
It's your baby.
Yes.
What kind of instruments do you play in the band?
I play concertina and melodeon mainly, so they're kind of squeeze boxes.
Right.
I also play a little bit of brass as well, and there's things like whistles and so forth. But the new Scorpion Band is an interesting group. It's an acoustic band with 5 musicians, and in a typical concert we play between us about 25 different instruments. So there's loads of instruments.
Sure.
One person plays mainly stringed instruments, another person plays fretted stringed instruments like guitars and banjos, and the two who sit on the end, one plays bagpipes and brass instruments and woodwind, and the other one plays the harmonium and the bassoon and the tuba. So there's lots of colour in it.
Yeah. So with the book, let's
Yes.
go back to the book. You're here today at Imagine Books telling stories to people. I noticed you had quite a number of people come in.
Yes, we did, yeah.
And I believe they've come from other parts of the country.
Yes, that group that you saw when you came in, a couple of them were from Dorset, but others were from Reading and from Oxford as well. So it was interesting.
People do travel.
Yeah, they do, yeah. Yes, I think they're probably family, and they'd come down for the weekend and come on in here.
Sure. So, with the book, where can people buy the book?
Well, if you're in Weymouth, the best place to come is here, to Imagine.
To Imagine books.
You can also you can get it in Dorchester, I think, as well. You can get it in the museum,
Right.
in Dorchester. You can get it directly from me as well if you want to.
Could people get signed copies?
Yes. If anybody wants to email me, my email is tim@timlaycock.co.uk.
Right.
Email me, and I'll be very happy to send you a signed copy.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess you can get them from. You've got some here.
No, you have to cut it.
Yeah.
I can say you could leave sort of 5.
Yeah. We could sign some.
Yeah. We can.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, that's right. So so if anybody would like a signed copy in Weymouth, just come along to Imagine, and you will get one.
Right. Okay. And the price is?
It's $9.99.
Right. Okay. Great. Thank you for the interview.
Thank you very much indeed. Thank you.